The day that this was all recorded was October 22nd, 2022, and if you saw my advertisements on my YouTube channel, you probably saw that I was hosting an event on that exact day called The Games. Well, after about a month of waiting since I initially announced it, The Games had finally come, and the players who attended were hyped to see what I have constructed in secret, and to win some big money. What the contestants were competing for was the first place prize of 111,111 credits. Second place would get 60,000 credits, and third would get 25,000. Before we get into this video, I'd like to take a 20-second ad break for our honorary sponsor, Malik. Thank you, Malik, for being an official sponsor of the games. Now, on to the event. This course was separated into 3 sections. The first being the parkour course. Now, I needed to eliminate players as the game went on, and since we started out with 11 players, I thought a good number to reduce it to would be 8. As you enter the obstacle course, on the left side, you were allowed to use mounts. On the right side, you were not allowed to use mounts. After I let the players into the first stage, they went to work. Yes! At first, most players took the non-mounted side of the course, with about 4 taking the mounted side. Malik, being the parkour legend he is, becomes the first player to become safe from elimination in this round. Not far behind was Ava and Lynn. We see Lynn take a stab at the jump, but fall. Then Ava tries and succeeds where Lynn did not, and she easily becomes the second player to become safe. Looking over at the other side of things, players seem to be struggling to get past the narrow bar segment that marked the halfway point. Honestly, I didn't realize how hard this would be for some people, because if I'm being honest, this segment took around 15 minutes or longer. Sadly, nobody got on camera, but Ealyn made it in 3rd place. Around a 4-minute mark, we finally see CW take 4th slot for safety. Wait, I'm wrong. Lynn made it up there before CW. At this point now, we are over halfway full for the people moving on to the next stage. As time went on, we can see lots of players come close, but ultimately fail. And some players were just having bad connections that night. The next person we see take the dub is Ralph, who made the end look like a piece of cake. Only 2 more positions left. This could literally go to anyone. I was thinking that maybe players needed to see me beat the course on the mounted side, so I went ahead and showed them how it was done. Not long later, we finally see one player change which course they were working on. Beast manages to take the 7th place slot. Only one to go. At this point, Drigger, Kai, CW 1963, and CT 2021 are all that are left. They fight violently for the last position that remains. 1963 gets the last jump, spends some time lining up his jump, and then walks off. I'm going to be honest, after a while, I was wondering when somebody would make it, and I was thinking about having the last contestant still fighting to do some trivia to figure out who is going to win. 1963 manages to get to the last jump a second time, and again walks off. And when all hope seemed lost for the remaining people's parkour skills, Drigger manages to take the win, thus making 8 contestants that can now move on. Alright. For the second stage, I like to call this Drop Floor, or Floor Drop. In this mode, I will be standing under the contestants where I cannot see them, and I will be removing floor tiles beneath them. If someone falls, they are out and cannot move onto the stage 3. This stage was inspired by Fall Guys. We started out with 8 contestants for this stage. and I demanded that half be eliminated. I removed the first tile, signaling the beginning of the stage. And believe it or not, I almost took out Eolyn. She got so lucky. With the third panel, I almost took out Drigger. Not long later, Ava almost got taken out. Players started getting a little cocky by jumping around open areas in the floor, revealing their location. The first person who finally manages to get out is Ralph, which I am not responsible for. He actually got disconnected. Sorry, dude, but if you leave the area above me, I cannot help but to say you're out. Not too much later, Beast takes the plunge. And after another minute, I take out Lynn and Drigger walks off by himself. That means that the 4 survivors can move on to the final stage. Before we move on to the last stage, I have some social media shoutouts for Tier 2 sponsors. Malik would like his YouTube channel, Mike102938, to be shouted out. Link in the description. Reese would like his YouTube channel, Reese Reach, to be shouted out. Link can be found in the description. Drake would like his Instagram page to be shouted out. It is DrakeAsin007. Thank you, Tier 2 sponsors, for sponsoring this game. Okay, for Stage 3, the last 4 players will go through this short 2-story maze. The first player to make it out wins the first place prize. Second gets second place, third gets third place, and fourth gets nothing. Let the final stage begin. This maze isn't too hard, but you can get lost at first. While building it, I actually got lost myself multiple times until I consulted with my map. Anyways, it took Eolyn literally 1 minute to get through the course, making her the winner of the grand prize of 111,111 credits. Malik showed up a minute and 10 seconds later, rendering him 60,000 credits as the second place winner. Then CW managed to take third place less than a minute later, getting him 25,000 credits. So, congratulations to the winners. I hope you all spend the credits on things you want. Have a great day, and thank you for playing. If you like this video, then hit that like button and subscribe. Also, don't forget to become a member. Thank you to the sponsors who helped assist in making this event possible. This thing literally costed me somewhere between 200 and 250,000 credits, because I had over 1,500,000 credits by the time I started building, and by the time I gave away all the rewards, I was left with less than 1 million credits. If you're not a member, then please consider on becoming one, and have yourself a very Merry Christmas. Also, thank you Malik and Mr. Hutt for the clips. Bye!